Welcome to the Future Sense, the channel dedicated to helping everyday people take control of their money and work toward financial freedom. Most people believe that earning more money is the key to financial freedom. The idea is simple. Get a higher salary, buy more things, pay off bills faster, and life will feel easier. But for millions of Americans, this never really happens. You might earn $60,000, $75,000, or even $100,000 a year, yet feel trapped in the same cycle of bills, stress, and uncertainty. One unexpected expense, a car repair, a medical bill, or an urgent home repair, can completely derail your finances, leaving you feeling frustrated and powerless. The real problem isn't income. It's how money is thought about, used, and directed. Most people were never taught how to make their money work for them, how to protect it from risk, or how to let time help it grow. Instead, they focus on earning more, thinking it will solve everything. But without a plan for how the money is used, every raise or bonus just disappears into expenses, lifestyle upgrades, and unseen drains like inflation and taxes. Today, we're going to explore the difference between rich and middle-class money thinking, not in terms of luck, intelligence, or effort, but in how money is directed, protected, and allowed to grow quietly over time. Once you understand this, your financial decisions become intentional instead of reactive, and your money begins to feel like a tool instead of a burden. One of the first differences is what happens after the paycheck lands in your account. Imagine two people earning $75,000 a year. Person A spends $70,000 on rent, car payments, groceries, dining out, and subscriptions. By the end of the year, only $5,000 is left. It feels like survival with a little breathing room, but there's no real progress. Person B, on the other hand, budgets $50,000 for living expenses, $15,000 for investments, and $10,000 for an emergency fund. That $15,000 invested consistently could grow to over $300,000 in 20 years, while the $10,000 emergency fund protects against unexpected setbacks. Both earn the same, but one is quietly building wealth while the other is just surviving. Financial pressure is another divider. Middle-class thinking often reacts by working more hours or taking side gigs. Someone might take $500 in freelance work each month to pay off a credit card. That helps temporarily, but adds stress and steals time from more productive activities. Rich money thinking seeks leverage instead, automating savings, cutting unnecessary expenses, or investing that $500 monthly could grow it into over $9,000 in 15 years without extra work. Small, consistent shifts like this compound quietly over time. Risk is treated differently. Many people think wealthy people are big risk takers, but most wealth is built by protecting against loss first. A middle-class approach might involve having only $1,000 in a checking account, leaving any emergency, like a $5,000 car repair, to credit cards or loans. A richer approach is to save 6 months of expenses, around $15,000, in a high-yield account. Emergencies are handled without stress, and investments keep growing uninterrupted. Protecting the downside first is a key habit most people overlook. Patience is another key factor. Middle-class thinking wants results immediately. Someone invests $5,000 in stocks and checks daily for gains. When the market dips, they panic and sell. Rich money thinking expects early growth to be slow and almost invisible. That same $5,000 plus $500 monthly contributions over 20 years could grow to over $200,000. The difference isn't working harder, it's letting time do the work. Compounding rewards patience, not intensity. Freedom is defined differently. Middle-class thinking associates freedom with lifestyle, bigger houses, nicer cars, and vacations. Rich money thinking associates freedom with fewer obligations. For example, a $1,000 bonus could be spent on a TV or used to pay down high-interest debt or add to a retirement account. One choice provides temporary fun, the other builds options, flexibility, and long-term peace of mind. Over time, these small, repeated choices accumulate into real freedom. Learning is another subtle divider. Middle-class thinking often waits for formal instruction, a course or permission from someone else. Rich money thinking learns in small, consistent steps. 1 month, they track expenses. The next, they adjust a habit. They read a chapter of a personal finance book or listened to a podcast. Mistakes are small and informative. Over years, this builds habits that prevent repeated losses and quietly grow confidence. For instance, saving just $100 extra per month might seem small, but over 10 years, that's $12,000 plus investment growth. Lifestyle and possessions reveal another difference. Middle-class thinking often rewards work with material purchases, a $25,000 car, new gadgets, or vacations. These feel like success, but are liabilities that cost thousands in insurance, maintenance, and lost investment opportunities. Rich money thinking prioritizes assets first. That same $25,000 invested could generate $2,000 to $3,000 per year in passive income, creating real options instead of recurring expenses. Pressure handling is different as well. Middle-class money thinking reacts to stress with urgency, trying to pay bills faster, picking up extra shifts, or cutting corners. Rich money thinking anticipates stress and plans for it. For instance, having an emergency fund, insurance, and multiple income streams allows calm decision-making even under pressure. Stress does not dictate behavior. It is planned for and managed. Time management separates the approaches. Middle-class money thinking often focuses on short-term wins, a bonus spent quickly, or immediate gratification purchases. Rich money thinking focuses on long-term consistency. Small habits repeated over years, like contributing $500 a month to investments or saving a few $100s extra, compound silently into massive advantages. Time is the multiplier that rewards patience, not effort alone. Wealth grows quietly. There's rarely a dramatic turning point. Most wealthy people build it through small, intentional decisions repeated consistently. From the outside, it looks sudden or lucky. From the inside, it feels gradual, boring, and steady. Compounding, patience, and intentional choices combine to create financial stability that most people never experience. When you look closely, the difference between rich and middle-class money thinking isn't dramatic. It's subtle. It shows up in repeated decisions long before results are visible. It's not about being more disciplined than anyone else. It's about understanding what actually moves the needle and staying consistent over time. Most people were never taught to direct money, protect themselves from risk, or let time work for them. That's not a personal failure. It's simply missing education. Once you understand the system, you don't need to rush or force progress. You just need to stay consistent. John Locke once said, "The discipline of desire is the background of character." Wealth is built the same way, quietly, intentionally, without urgency. When you think differently about money, your behavior changes naturally. Over time, these small decisions create something most people never experience: financial stability that doesn't feel fragile. This isn't about getting rich fast. It's about building a life where money supports you instead of constantly demanding your attention. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you learn something new, take a moment to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use clarity right now. Protect your dollars, invest in yourself, keep growing your skills, and most importantly, take control of your financial future. Remember, small, consistent steps lead to big results. See you in the next video.